The first day of pharmacology class, my professor says, a pharmacological fact, to use a synthetic anything is an insult to the body. Well, I started to study this, and I wrote a 350-page treatise proving that the synthetic drugs were incompatible with the body. And then basically showing very scientifically, through different evidence, that the drug companies do not know how to make truly compatible items. Nature uses QED, quantum electrodynamics, in photosynthesis to put the electrons into high energy states. This is how we get energy and life. Nobody knows exactly all the secrets of this process, but plants do. The magic of plants as they take in the light and produce this energy in such a complicated way, we have no real idea of what is really going on with plants and the magic of life.
Is that in quantum electrodynamics, we know in photosynthesis, photons drive electrons into higher states. This is how we get plants to make those things, those foods that we eat and those natural medicines. It happens through the process of photosynthesis. Sunlight, through the natural master equation. And it comes in and you see that there's a higher energy in a plant atom than in a mineral. Above here we see natural vitamin C crystallized, and below the synthetic form. You see, it's greatly different. The outer electrons in the natural are at high energy states. They play with light, they reflect and reflect. Whereas the synthetic, it absorbs. Here we have the natural vitamin E and the synthetic form. And if we ask the physicist just why here in natural we see more colors and vibrancy, is because the electrons are at higher orbital states than the synthetic form. This is the idea of quantum electrodynamics and the connection of photons and electrons. And the drug companies do not know how to do this. So in quantum electrodynamics, we have proof that the synthetics are not the same. They are an insult. They have lower energy and they do not do the same work.
The plants can survive without us, but we and all the other animals, we'd be toast without them. The plants make food out of sunlight. We animals can't do that.
All life on Earth is powered by sunlight. Plants capture the sun's energy and store it inside sugar. And then our cells use that trapped solar energy to power our muscles, our minds, and our feelings.
Inside the plants is the magic energy compound,
Chlorophyll. That's the molecule that converts sunlight into energy. Every one of those rectangles is a plant cell, and those tiny green vehicles are its energy factories.
This is just part of the master equation of life. You see, chlorophyll will use light to allow it to convert carbon dioxide and water into carbohydrates for energy and oxygen. This is through a process of escalating high energy electrons. The chemical companies do not know how to do this, only plants.
Could steal their trade secrets? It would trigger a new industrial revolution.
Now, animals will take in the high energy electrons from the carbohydrates, plus oxygen, and convert them into water, carbon dioxide, and ATP, and out will flow light as infrared body heat. This is the energy needed for life.
This chloroplast is using sunlight to break water molecules into atoms of hydrogen and oxygen. It combines the hydrogen with carbon dioxide to make sugar and releases the oxygen as a waste product. To see how it happens, we have to go even deeper.
Now, all of this cycles between the sunlight and the body heat and the energy coming in and the high energy electrons. This is a big cycle between plants and animals. And this is a secret process that only nature knows. We don't understand this process. We need to take advantage of nature's ability to do this and use the natural process. Plants do this for free with a little sunlight, a little bit of carbon dioxide. All of this happens through a very special process that the drug companies do not understand.
Talking atomic scale. Bingo. This assembly line is the heart of the molecular industrial complex. At the molecular level, things happen too fast for us to see, so we'll have to slow them down about 1 billion times.
The hot electrons in the sugar inside the carbohydrate will then be converted to ATP and charge up the energy system of your body, of all animals.
Those larger molecules are carbon dioxide. Each one of them is made of 1 carbon and 2 oxygen atoms. When sunlight strikes a green molecule in chlorophyll, it sets in motion a series of chemical reactions, breaking apart water molecules and freeing energetic electrons.
The photons from the sun provide the energy that then will be used by the plant through the process of photosynthesis to make those carbohydrates. Now, artificial sweeteners do not have that energy. They just taste sweet. They do not have the energy. Are they safe? Well, the answer is undeniably they are not safe. They destroy the bowel flora. They produce all different types of mental aberrations and all different types of health concerns. They are not safe. They just taste sweet. They do not supply energy. They are not of life. They are against life. It is a pharmacological fact. Use a synthetic anything. It's an insult to the body.
There's a second shift that works day and night, using the solar energy kept in reserve. The energy of the free electrons is put to work, combining carbon dioxide with hydrogen from the water. The end product is sugar, which stores the solar energy.
The beauty, the magic, the mystery of life, it is more complex than we can even imagine. We cannot duplicate life. That's always going to be a secret. We need to utilize life, utilize plants better, and get our society into a plant technology.
The chloroplast is a 3 billion-year-old solar energy collector. This submicroscopic solar battery is what drives all the forests and the fields and the plankton of the seas and the animals, including us.
This intricate magic mystery is an energetic process that we just don't understand, and by far the chemical companies do not understand. We all have an instinctive chemophobia of those chemicals.
Every leaf and tiny clump of moss has hundreds of thousands of microscopic mouths called stomata. Plants breathe through them, taking in carbon dioxide, exhaling the oxygen that we need to live.
The chemical companies have failed with their experiment. Life has the answers, life has the secrets, not the chemical companies. So we have to wake up and start recognizing a simple dictum that a synthetic anything is an insult to the body, and yet that's how the chemical companies live. How else do they live? Well, they get the FDA to do things by different subtle processes of investment, by rewards, jobs, favors. The FDA is swayed. We have to wake up and recognize to stop this.